Alright, in this video we are going to expand this binomial using Pascal's triangle. Since it is to the fourth power, then we are going to use this row 1, 4, 6, 4, 1 for the coefficients. So we're going to do this in 3 steps. We're going to set it up, we're going to do the powers, and then we're going to multiply. Do not skip any of those steps. So for the setup, I'm just going to go ahead and write down the coefficients. So I will just space these out. 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. They always start off positive, so I'll put a plus sign in front of them. Alright, first I look at the first term, n. And I always start with the power of the problem. So I'm going to start off with n to the fourth power, and then I'm going to go decreasing. So n to the third power, n squared, and just plain n. The last one doesn't get any. Alright, next I'm going to jump over to the second term, which is negative 4m. Alright, still looking at the power of the problem, but this one on the right, I start off on the right with it. So I put negative 4m in parentheses, and I start off to the fourth power. Now we'll do negative 4m to the third power, negative 4m squared, and then negative 4m. And the last one doesn't get any. So that's it for the setup. Now it's time to do the powers. When you do the powers, the coefficients never have any powers, so you're always just going to bring down the coefficients. And I highly recommend that you bring those down separately the way I'm doing right now, because that will help you avoid the temptation to do any multiplication that you should not be doing. Now do the powers. Now the pink ones don't have any numbers to them, so that's why I didn't need parentheses. So they're not going to change either for this problem. But if this had been, say, 2n or 3n, then I would have had to do those powers to those numbers. So, but as it is, the pink part is just going to come down unchanged. So the green term is the term that had a number in it. So I'm going to have to actually do those powers. And that's what this step is for. Now 4 to the fourth power, or I guess I might as well just say negative 4 to the fourth power. If I'm going to trust my calculator to do these powers, I need to put in parentheses. But I know that if I do an even power, it's going to be positive. I think it's 256. Okay, so positive 256. So I'm going to get 256 m to the fourth power. Okay. Now over here, negative 4 to the third power is going to be negative 64. Now notice when I do an odd power, negative things stay negative. So negative 4 to the third power, you'll see, is negative 64. And my m keeps going away. So I'm going to have negative 64 m to the third power. And negative 4 squared is going to be positive 16. So I'll have positive 16 m squared. And then this doesn't have a power, so I'm just going to bring it down. Alright, now I've done all the powers. So the last step is to multiply. 1 times n to the fourth power is just n to the fourth power. 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. So I'll have negative 16 n to the third power m. Okay, and I have 6 times 16, which I don't know off the top of my head. And that's 96. So I'm going to have plus 96 n squared m squared. Now let's see, 4 times negative 64. That's negative 256. So we'll have negative 256 n m to the third power. And then 1 times 256 is just 256 m to the fourth power. So this purple is the answer. So the first term in this expansion is just going to be n to the fourth power. So the answer to the question is D. But you should get in the habit of writing out the whole problem. Don't try to just do the one term because you need the practice.